Y'all, I'm back. I'm back, y'all. And it feels good to be back. How are you? Are you missing me? Absolutely not. But I'm going to take it that you guys missed me in the last 2.5 to 3 weeks. I have not posted a video since a little after the 4th of July. Yeah, it's been busy around here. But how are you? I'm doing great. It's nice to see you today. Hey everyone, I'm Rochelle and I'm the girl who's been away for 3 weeks. And we're back and I'm glad that you joined me in this video today. So just as a disclaimer, today I am going to be sharing with you guys the patterns that I picked up during the $3 Simplicity sale. I figured to pick up some patterns as my return back to YouTube. I mean, like, it does feel like I've been gone for a long time. So I did pick up 6 patterns. I picked them up in PDF because they were $3. Like, that's the cost of what it was at Joann. So I wanted to kind of keep that same price point. So this video is going to be short, sweet, and to the point. Now, some of these I do have fabrics that I want to use for them, and then others I just have to pick some up when that time comes around. You guys know how it goes. So I'm going to share the fabric at the table when we get there in between each pattern. So without further ado, to keep this video short, sweet, and to the point, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so I picked up 6 patterns and I have my notes here, but one thing I want to mention is 4 of these I actually have in paper patterns. And then my silly self picked them up in PDF. Now, I will say 3 of the patterns my daughter wants also. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these in my size when I get ready to make them, but then print out what she wants in her own size. Now, one of the patterns she wants two different color pairs of pants for. So with that being said, we're going to make sure that she has some 12 fabric for that. I did do a complete garage style, like, you guys will see that coming up, but I did clean my entire garage and y'all, it looks fabulous. All right, I'll share that coming up on the channel. I kind of did a little quick snippet on what I've been doing while I've been gone. And when I say I have been sewing, but not a lot. I've been doing more organizing for the late summer into fall and doing a really reset. So I'll share that coming up in another video. So let's get back into this one. I don't want to go too far off track, but let's go ahead and talk about the first pattern. So the first pattern is 9756. This pattern is more so like a 3-piece set. You have a button-down shirt, a pair of like relaxed trousers, as well as a halter top. Now, this pattern was also the Sew Your View for, I think it was either June or July. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter simply because your girl didn't get it done, okay? Now, I have this pattern cut. You guys seen this, I believe, in my batch cutting video or my sewing plans video for June. Your girl didn't get it done. It's still in my bag. So I'll share that fabric once again with you guys here in a second on the table and share with you guys what I plan on doing. Now, this is the last thing. I wouldn't say, actually, this won't be the last thing that I will be sewing as part of summer, but this will be second to the last thing that I will be sewing for this summer. I am going to start working on my transition to fall here coming up in the next few weeks. More to that. All right, so this is the pattern right here. I'm going to also put it up on the screen so you're able to see it. It's Simplicity 9756. I am planning on doing view A and view B for that. That's what I have cut out. I have also cut out the halter top. After cutting the halter top about a year ago, this is also part of the last piece of my whip challenge. You guys know, you heard me say that back in June when I started it, it was going to be a live. I was not able, today is August the 2nd. I was not able to jump on live yesterday because my daughter had device pickup. So I want to probably work on this a little bit this week during the live on Friday, August 8th. Okay, August 8th, I plan on doing a live. So make sure you stay tuned for that. All right, so I plan on doing view A and view B are the two main things that I want to do. I may wait until the springtime to do the halter top. We will see. We'll play it by ear because it's 100 degrees outside, all right? But this is one of the first patterns that I picked up. My daughter also wants this pattern, so that's why I went ahead and picked it up in PDF this time around. But once again, it's simplicity. All of them are simplicity, so I'm just going to tell the number, 9756. Next up is a 9892. Now, my daughter wants this pattern. It's 9892. So with this pattern, there's two different, I guess you could call it variations of if you're going to do a button closure or a fly front zipper closure. Now, I did this on live a while ago. I want to say last year sometimes. And I did it in a purple. Now, one thing with those purple pants, which you have never seen on the channel, and I'm going to tell you why, because they're too tight, okay? I needed to drop that crotch and I cut the pattern. So I went ahead, picked it up before Joann's closed and forgot that I picked it up. So I remember that it was still on my list of patterns that I needed to pick up in PDF. So I went ahead and picked this pattern up in PDF. While picking it up in PDF, my daughter was like, Mom, you know that pattern that you picked up in PDF for $3? I just found this pattern and it's in your drawer. Well, I can't return PDF patterns. So I picked it up in PDF. I have it in my drawer. It's fine. But she wants this pattern. She wants one in a fly front. And then she also wants one in a button. Now, the thing about it is I want mine in a fly front and a button as well. The fly front I want to do in that purple yummy fabric that I have. And I repurchased that from Joann's before it closed. So I'm going to make that again. I'll probably wait until the springtime because I want it in purple and that's more so a spring color, the purple that I have. And then I want to do like a fun print. I have this white twill with some flowers on it in the button fly closure. So that's the plan that I have for this pattern. I'll share the fabric on the table with you, but once again, it's Simplicity 9892. Next pattern, I'm going to put up on the screen because I don't have it in my stash. I picked this up because my husband and I, we have kind of like a Christmas event that we have to wear suits and we're just going to be like some crazy people wearing some holiday suits. This is the only time. So you guys remember like the ugly sweater contest? We're going to do the most ugliest suit contest, okay? At the end of the year, because it's a work event, you guys will probably never see these photos, okay? I'm just going to be honest with you. I really don't want to sew it, but I really don't want to buy it either to literally not ever wear it outside of Christmas time. You know, you get my drift? But it's Simplicity at 9528. I'm going to put it up on the screen so you're able to see it. So this is a man or men, I should say, blazer, shorts, or pant pattern. Now, this pattern I thought I had in my stash, but while going through my stash and, you know, doing my organizational skills and all of that good stuff, I did not see it. So I'm just wondering if I put it in the box of patterns that I want to sell, which I know you guys been asking about that, but my daughter's been heavy behind the scenes, putting them all up on the website so we could go ahead and drop those really soon. Hopefully by Black Friday. You heard the date, okay? Mark it down in your calendar, all right? Because you may want a lot of these patterns that I am going to be getting rid of. And when I say getting rid of, I'm talking about sell, okay? We're not getting rid of as in free, okay? But they will be discounted as well, number one. Number two, it's going to be a lot of them. McCall's, New Look, Vogue, Berta, Butterick, you name them. They're all going to be sold on a particular website, which I will share with you guys when that time comes. You're welcome. All patterns is free of pet environment, as well as free of smoking. The only thing, caveat, it may have the season on the pattern, but these are all uncut and they are all new in package. You're welcome. All right, let's go ahead and move over to the next pattern. So the next one I'm going to put up on the screen because I do not have this in paper pattern to show you guys. I do have it in PDF. It's Simplicity 9917, which is a Mimi G pattern. Now, the thing about it is while I was organizing my fabrics, I came across this black fabric, and I know I shared this before. I'm going to put it up so you're able to see that and talk through it. And I thought that this one would be really good for the Mimi G dress. Now, I know my girl C from We See Style. She did this dress, I want to say, for her brother's wedding, I believe. And it didn't work out for her. And many of the Mimi G patterns have not worked out for her, which is unfortunate because, you know, C does a really good job with, you know, structure and her garments and stuff like that. So I just hate that it didn't work out for her. Now, I'm not sewing this pattern just yet, but when I get around to it, which I have plans to sew it next year for the spring, summertime in a, yeah, you'll see the fabric. Okay, you see the fabric already, all right? So I do plan on making it in this one. I don't have a reason to change the fabric right now, but I do want to make it in that black Ankara fabric, which, you know, I'll put up on the screen so you're able to see that once again. So this one is Nip It in the Bud. I picked the fabric up from House of Mami Wata probably about 3 years ago. It's been a while since I did an Ankara fabric haul. And the reason why it's been a while is simply because I want to work through the fabrics that I have in my stash right now because, y'all, after organizing and cleaning up all my fabric that I had in every single closet in my house, y'all, all my fabric is now outside in my garage. And to have 3 complete shelving of 27-gallon buckets, 10 a piece, 8 per shelf. That's a lot of fabric. I know. So we're working through it, okay? It's a work in progress. Wish me luck. Wish me luck, all right? But let's go ahead and get over to the next pattern. That pattern was Mimi G's Simplicity 9917. Let's get over to the next pattern. Next one is 9928. I'll put it up on the screen so you're able to see that. And this pattern I actually have in regular form, but I picked it up in PDF because I am going to be using this for some, just kind of like some lounge pants. And that's the reason why I picked it up for lounge pants. Now, my daughter wants some lounge pants just to go to school. And this one, I don't know how many pattern pieces. Let me check how many pattern pieces. I want to say it's probably about 4, no more than 5 pattern pieces for this one. Let me check. View C. So this one, View C, is 5 pattern pieces. If you do the pockets. If you do not do the pockets, it's 4 pattern pieces plus an elastic guide. So what I will tell you is she will probably get lots of these, you know, during the Christmas time when I'm out for about 2 weeks. I will probably sew quite a bit of these up just to use some stash fabric that I have probably about 2 or 3 yards of. So based off of, I can't really see the finished garment measurements. It's on the inside. But I'm going to say that I'll probably need roughly about an extra large or large or extra large due to my hips. Waist doesn't even factor because it has elastic. But I will say that just for View C, you're going to need 2 7/8 yards of fabric, which you might as well just round it up and say 3 yards of fabric. If you're taller, add another 1/4 of an inch minimum. Or 1/2 inch minimum. So that's what I'm going to do with that. I like the fact that it's elastic waist, drawstring, which you can omit, which brings it down to 4 pattern pieces. If you don't do the pockets, guess what? It's 3 pattern pieces. Your girl. You're welcome. All right. But once again, it's 9928. Let's move over to the last pattern that I picked up during that $3 PDF Simplicity pattern sale a while back in July. Okay, we're in August. I know. Your girl is wilding. Okay, it's 9747. Listen, y'all. This pattern right here, I picked up in PDF only because I see my girl C. Now, here's the thing. This has been on my list to sew forever. But my girl C from We See Style, she just posted this on her channel for my challenge, the Kiss Challenge. Keep it simplicity, sis. If you miss all the ladies that came through, participate in the challenge, just wait, because I'm going to wrap that up in a nice, lovely bow and recap all the ladies that came through for that challenge for the month of July. Okay? But this is Simplicity 9747. The view that I am so interested in doing is view A. I have this nice Ankara fabric, navy blue. It's very similar to this. The only difference is it seems as if the lady, the model right here, it looks like she's wearing a challis or a sheer, what's the word I want to say? It seems like she's wearing either a rayon challis is what I want to say, or a sheer fabric. Now, C did hers in a sheer fabric. Look amazing on her. However, I think for me, I wanted... Now, here's the thing. I want to wear this to work. So I'm going to have to wear a white top underneath it or something, or a bodysuit. So I plan on doing this in this blue Ankara fabric. The fabric was picked up from, of course, House of Mami Wata a few years ago. But I also want to use that same fabric to make some pants at a later time. So that's the plan for this one. And guess what, y'all? Those are all the patterns that I picked up during the $3 simplicity.com sale. Tell me which ones you like. What do you think of this haul? It's great to be back and back in action making some videos. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If this video was educational, inspiring, and fun, you guys know what to do. Give your girl a thumbs up on this video. Comment in the comment section below and let me know which one you're interested in me sewing up first. Okay? The first, all right? Do what's free and not subscribe. And y'all, stay tuned for my next video, as I'm going to be sharing with you guys the macaws and know me patterns that I picked up. And what did I think of the collection that just dropped for fall? I know you guys been waiting for me to tell you guys, like, what's my thought of this collection? Now, I did pick up some macaws and know me patterns, and I will be sharing that with you guys in the upcoming videos. Well, that's it for this video. Until next time, keep sewing.